Where the world tunes in. The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Did you hear what she said? You know what? Well, I heard. Man. Oh, no, he didn't. Where
really?
Street girl, yes. She was working in the street. And everybody else listens. That's crazy. Hey, this is Nita Beee. Talks with Nita Beee. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Hey, thanks. Happy Saturday. First and foremost, happy Love Day. You are watching Talks with Nita Beee right here on World Tuned Radio. We are live. And my guest that I have today is a beautiful Black couple. They displaying that Black love. And we're going to be talking and we're going to chop it up. And I was just talking to them about the show and the different formats and whatnot. So today we're going to be talking all about happiness and love. We're going to be talking about, we're going to get into it. I'm going to see how far they're going to let me get into it. But help me welcome my guest, my beautiful guest, Miss Asia and Mr. Michael. Welcome to Talks with Nita Beee, y'all. So, of course, Michael, you and I have a history of hosting a couple of shows together from back in the day. And I can't even remember what we were talking about. I think we were talking about love.
We talked about
relationships,
love, marriage.
And which brings me to the last time you were on the show.
I was very single back then.
And let's say why you were single. Not because of the breakup, but because, so you tell our viewers what you thought about marriage back then.
Well, I felt like marriage was not the focus as much as the wedding anymore.
Tell these people. Tell these people about that
the way
logic you had.
Well, the way I felt about it is the way I feel about it. I think people put a lot of focus on the wedding itself and going into debt and trying to impress people and look at this dance we rehearsed and all of that stuff. And then when it comes to the actual marriage part, there's no cohesion, there's no common life plan, and so I just kind of look down on the whole show of a wedding if I can't see a real life partnership.
So, Miss Asia,
yes, ma'am.
How you feel about that? How you feel about? I mean, I don't think that some people. And I actually was watching a show the other night, and I forget the name of the show, but it was a show, and the lady wanted her wedding to mirror the wedding of Gucci Mane. And it was like,
did you see Gucci's wedding?
Yeah, I did. And I was like, and they asked her what was her budget, and she said $3,500.
Huh?
And I was like, what? Yes,
that's about half the buffet.
Okay, and she wanted the glass invitations, and that was very important to her. And she wanted I don't know if you saw it, but the walkway, the glass gold. And I was like, that's a little bit too extreme. But I think that a nice wedding would be with your family, your closest friends, and getting an entertainer to sing for you. That would be the most extravagant that I would go.
Right.
Because you paying I think at least $10,000 for the singer.
Yeah.
I Googled some and asked and inquired about some. So the one that I wanted was like $10,000, but I'm not going to tell who it was. But I'm just going to say it was $10,000. And I was like, that would be a part of my wedding. But how do you feel about a wedding? Like, do you agree with what Michael said as far as like all of this stuff is, going to be gone the next day or within the next year? How do you feel about that?
Well, since
of course she agrees with me.
So beautiful. But she's making me look good over here. I'm
you beautiful as
reflecting. Well. Thank you. I'm reflecting off of her. This face, y'all don't even see on this camera what this beautiful face is right here.
Well, for me, I think that his perspective changed because he's done it before. This will be my first rodeo, so I'm gonna have exactly what I want.
I love Asia even the more. Michael, if you mess this up,
I'm gonna
you're
have
gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in big trouble.
Yep.
I love it, girl. I love it.
But look, but my perspective now is what it was even before I got married though. Like marriages are
you
failing.
was set on it. You was like, I ain't doing all of that.
No, I never said I wasn't doing it. I never said I wasn't doing
in
it.
your voice.
I said how I felt about it, and I also said if a woman was dope enough to get me to get married again, that she was gonna get whatever she wants.
Asia's beyond dope, y'all.
So
she got it going on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't even need the cue cards to ask you this. So how did you all meet?
Go ahead, tell him, Gigolo.
How did you meet?
Tell him, Pimp Mama.
Well, first of all, if I tell it, the story's gonna be correct because in your eyes it's gonna be all
Why do
wrong.
couples always have two versions of how you met?
Her way is much better. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we are Asia's side.
We met online on an app. I won't disclose which app, but we met on an app.
Girl, you might need to disclose it.
They ain't paying us.
They not pay. They gotta pay us for that. We don't work for free. Yeah, we don't
Michael,
work for free.
if you mess this up,
we don't work for free over
she
here.
good right here.
So yeah, we met on an app and it was a Friday night.
It was my birthday weekend.
We're gonna get to that. So it was a Friday night. I'm laying in bed, COVID, bored, chatting back and forth on a group chat with my cousins, and I'm like, guys, I'm bored. Like, let's get on a group. Let's get on the app. What app are you guys on? And they told me I did it or whatever. I'm swiping, nothing. Close the app out the same night, but it's still good for 30 days.
Oh, okay.
So I wake up early the next morning and I'm like, let me give it a chance. One more chance. Swipe, nothing. An hour go by. Swipe, nothing. And then I swipe and see this guy. Send him a message, and guess what? He too busy. I say good morning. How long did it take for you to say something back?
It was like the same day, right?
You know, he had to count 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna make her wait a little bit.
That's exactly what he said too. That is exactly what he said. It took him all day because he was telling what you were doing.
It was my birthday weekend, so I was busy with my festivities. I rented a Ferrari that day, so I was at the dealership all excited about the car, and I had my homeboy there with me, so we was doing all that stuff. And I just wasn't checking.
So he said he'll put you on pause for a second, Asia. Then what happened?
It doesn't stop there. Let me keep going. So we chat for a little bit. He sends me pictures of the car, like, hello, I don't know you. Right. I'm trying to get to know you. And you sending me pictures of you in the Ferrari. So fast forward to Wednesday. I don't hear from him.
Oh, this is Friday. No,
that was Saturday. From Saturday. Wednesday. I reach out because I'm done. Like in between me reaching out to him, I did talk to 2 guys.
Oh, okay.
They just were not getting it for me. I said, you know what? I really liked him. I gave him a super like.
Oh,
I came to him. He got a super like. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try it one more time. And I reached out to him and he gives me this excuse that he was busy all these days. And we stayed on the phone like 8 hours, huh?
Literally 8 hours. Like not even playing, yo.
He made it up. But
awesome.
Well, hold on though. I do gotta correct one thing though. She's saying I just popped up with these pictures of a Ferrari. How would I do that if she didn't give me a phone number already? I told her, I was like, yo, I'm doing stuff with this car. I'm really excited about it. I wish you could see it. And she was like, well, send it to me.
Oh, okay.
And sent me her phone number. So I sent her some pictures.
See, you should have gone beyond that. You should have been like, how about I come over and show you the car?
Not the first night.
I don't.
Not online. You gotta be careful.
Girl, nowadays, online, it just be like, but I did have a positive story. I watched another one. Who was this? They've been married for like 3 years now and they met online. So there is hope for those who are trying to be online.
I prefer it, actually. I mean, it's no different.
It is some weirdos out there though.
But you can meet a weirdo in a grocery store.
You're right.
There's no difference.
That's true.
Walking outside.
Look,
love is in the air.
Look at that. No, that was the second date.
Yeah. The first date wasn't quite so romantic.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I love it.
I
love it. Which brings me to my question, since we were circulating. Where did you all go for your first date? And how long did it take? Well, back it up. Since it was Saturday that she reached out to you, but you didn't get back to her until Wednesday. How long did it take you all to go on your first date?
I think it was that following weekend. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
We didn't go like a whole another week after that.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay.
No.
It was the weekend after. It was that weekend.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, okay.
It was the weekend after.
It was a Friday.
Yeah.
Friday night.
And remember, we were still like getting adjusted to this whole COVID thing. I wanted to take us to Houston's and do like a regular dinner date. But you had to make a reservation, and they only had outside seating and all of it, and it was all brand new.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, no big deal. We'll just go somewhere else. And everywhere else we tried was like, we can't let you in.
Right.
He was late though. That's why we missed it.
I was
the reservation. Late. I was there. He was much more nervous than I was. I had to calm him down.
Really? You had that anxiety?
Yeah.
Well, he was nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
I don't get nervous, so you already know. I don't get nervous, but when I walked up, she looked way better than her pictures, first of all.
That's what I'm saying, you all. You're seeing her on, when you see the show, well, you're watching us live. When you see it, I mean, but Asia is just glowing.
Yeah, I was walking up, and she was walking across the parking lot, and I looked behind me. I was like, is that walking towards me right now? Right? Yeah. So I did have a little moment. So she was trying to nurse me back to health because I really couldn't even talk.
He couldn't talk.
And,
are you serious?
Yeah. But since we couldn't get inside the restaurant though, we looked around for some other places. Nobody would let us in. Yeah. So we ended up going to Carl's Jr. and just sat in my car
for 4 or 5 hours.
That's good.
Yeah. And it was a really dope time.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you try to plan and make it all extravagant, look at the basic little things. Right. Just,
And the thing is, she came all the way from Long Beach and I was coming from Oceanside. So we met in Irvine. We couldn't, go back to where we came from after all that driving.
She say, I'm good. This is a ride and die for real. And Asia, thank you so very much for coming from Long Beach today to join us in Oceanside. So how long have you all been dating?
We're coming up on 7 months now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. 7. Yeah. Awesome. That is awesome. And I want to ask, look at that.
Yeah.
I asked Michael, I was like, can you send me some pictures? He sent me like 80, Asia. He sent me like 80 pictures.
Well, already know I'm a photographer, man.
I was like,
I'll be snapping them.
Yes, all day, every day.
That's all I do.
Pictures.
Oh, but that's sweet though.
Yeah.
Which brings me to ask you, so what do you like most about Michael? Because he's kind of bullheaded and I don't mean that in I
take it as a compliment.
A negative way.
I'm just saying
when I say bullheaded, it's like he's like, once he's determined on something. So it was really funny to hear that, girl, you made him shake and quiver. Go ahead now. This is a different caliber, This right here is good caliber right here. So what do you like most about, what is his best quality that you can share?
His best quality is that he takes very good care of us. Like his girls, I mean, you better not touch that door handle. Like, I wish you would touch that door handle. I mean, he takes good care of us. Whatever we need, he's gonna make sure he gets it. And he means what he says. He is very bullheaded, but I can be bullheaded too. So we battle.
What's your sign?
Gemini.
Oh, Gemini.
Oh yeah, we battle.
So she got 2 bullheads.
Yeah, they have those personalities.
Yep.
But hey,
absolutely,
you got to have them though.
I meet him right there. Yep. I meet him right there, but I love him to death. So I will back down. Not as quickly as he would like me to, but I always come back around. You all are getting into, you must have seen my questions because I wanted to ask. So has it ever been a time when you all have gone without speaking, like you get into a dispute and you go without speaking? And if so, what's the longest you've gone without speaking?
Before she even answered that, I think the even worse than the disputes that we have, the thing we have most tension about.
Argument.
Yeah, look,
I don't like to call it that.
I'm gonna say this: the stuff that we do get into about, it'd be so stupid. Like when you look back on, it'd be stupid stuff. But
okay, would you like to share? Can you share one?
I'll let him pick one because he always got the issue.
Okay. Asia, I love you, girl. I love you.
I love you too. You can't think?
Nothing really important comes to mind.
Give us one that you can share public with everybody. It's beautiful black love. I love this. It's beautiful.
Let me talk about the most recent one.
The what?
The most recent one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
You sure?
Go ahead.
So recently,
this is live and we can't take it back. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna shout out At the Hood Healer because I love her to death. Okay. If y'all watching, check out At the Hood Healer on Instagram. Okay?
Go ahead,
get
girl.
Your life.
Get it.
Oh, Lord.
So
yes.
Why you Lording? Because it was that deep. Anyway, so she does these predictions and she be like spot on, right? But she does a collective. So you're supposed to take what applies to you, and then what doesn't apply goes to the rest of the collective.
Yeah.
So I just put him on to her, right? So you can't be using my stuff against me, right?
Which, by the way, I don't. That was my first time ever looking at it.
Whatever. So it was Sunday service. She does Sunday service where she does predictions. It could be like for the year or for a specific topic, whatever. So she was doing horoscopes or signs. So she was going hard on Geminis. Like she was going hard. But I don't get offended. I take what applies and I let the rest fly.
Eat the meat and spit out the bones.
So he leaves my house. He gets in the car, which I figured he was going to do. He gets in the car and he listens to the reading. He was like, yeah, she was going in on Geminis. And I was like, yeah, part of it applied to me. The rest don't even listen to that.
Yeah.
He was like, no, yes it did. Yeah, but I'll let you figure out what applies to you. So then I go back like, so what you mean?
Yeah.
What part did I not catch?
Right.
And he just left it. That's that bullhead part. He just left it like just sitting there for me to figure out. And I was kind of offended. Like, excuse me?
Yeah, you
so that's like 4 days right there.
So you all went 4 days.
I felt
that's the longest you've gone. 4 days.
I don't like to have any conversation that I feel like is a waste. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't implying anything. I didn't even point out what I said. I agreed with
Asia,
her.
I love these expressions she's giving me right now to the side.
Look, I can see you, all right? But look, the lady said a bunch of stuff about Geminis, and honestly, I fast forwarded through the whole thing because I just wanted to hear what she was telling me, that she was going hard on Geminis.
Right.
So I heard it, and I just texted her like, yo, you was right. She did dig in on Geminis.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So she was like, this one thing that she mentioned, she was like, this one thing applies to me, but nothing else. And I was like, no, I think some of that other stuff probably did too.
So you thought other stuff applied from your point of view.
From my point of view, right.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. I was like, from the outside looking in, I saw other similar other things that she could have been hitting on.
She was going hard.
Now, no. She goes, well, tell me what it was. I think it's only this thing. You tell me what it was. And I said, listen, you have to just take it from your perspective, yo. Like a horoscope ain't nothing. If it's coming from me, you know, and she took that as me being dismissive with it, and I was like, "Yo, it's your horoscope, and you do what you do with it."
This is between me and At the Hood Healer.
At the Hood Healer.
So then she got mad because I wouldn't say what I agreed with, but I was seeing her reaction already.
Right.
Clearly, she didn't like the other stuff.
So you was just like,
I was like,
I'm get in trouble even more.
Right. Okay, I was like, if you don't want to claim that stuff, then fine. I'm not gonna be the one to bring it up.
Why you brought it up though?
So, but I didn't bring it up. So anyway, we like get so heated up about this whole thing, and she shuts down on me.
Yeah.
And it was days without talking.
Okay.
And for me, I got this whole thing, like I'd rather be happy than be right. You know what I'm saying? Like
so I'm sorry, babe.
I'm quick to apologize. I'm quick to I don't waste no time. As a matter of fact, on our last show, we talked about that when I was like, I'll ask myself, is it possible she's right? And I'll apologize.
Yeah.
And you was like, do you do that yourself?
Yeah.
If we get into it, I always apologize.
So let me ask you, so it went 4 days. Were you just like thinking before you apologized? Like,
oh no, I apologized the next day.
Oh, the next day. Okay. But Asia had to let it marinate.
She was not.
Okay.
And and like I said, even more than any dispute that we could have, our thing is the amount of time that we feel like it's necessary to make up. We have a short life. You already know I was in the Marine Corps. I have been sick in the past. I know how fragile life is. And I don't really waste any of it. I'm very conscious about using my time the best way possible. But when she's feeling it, she's feeling it.
Yeah. So and you just gotta let her have her moment, honey. Just let her have her
looking
moment.
Like something I'm not, I just kind of give her space now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
good. Yeah, because we were talking about the space earlier. Like we need our space and our time.
Yeah.
So
but space is dangerous in relationships.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I don't think that it is, Michael, because let me tell you why. I don't think that space is dangerous in a relationship only if you don't trust that person. But if you trust that person and you know that they need to, that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna have y'all come back on that one.
Right.
But I think that if you trust the person and you know that the reason why they need that space, then you're secure and you're good. Which
I mean,
go ahead.
Word it that way. No, that's fine and good.
You gotta
but
have the trust.
I think space when you're dealing with an upset spouse. And how irrational people can be when they're upset, and the things that they think will make them happy when they're upset.
Well, let me ask you. Let me ask
4
you.
days,
Why
5
do you
days,
think?
that's a long time.
Why do you think that it's dangerous? Let me ask you. Why
I think it's dangerous because you just look statistically at all of the cases of infidelity, or people like taking their kids and running away, or all of these stories about people that got into an argument, didn't fight for it, and it just fizzles out.
That's where you have to pull back and know and know your partner to say, okay, this was just an argument. There's trust. Look at that. There was just an argument, and there is trust in our relationship. And this was just something that we disagreed upon. That's why I don't like using argument. I like to use dispute because we're disputing, and bringing it back. How do you make up other than sex? Because everybody we know, you have some good sex to make up. But how do you make up? Like, what do you do to, you said you apologize the next day, but what is some other techniques that you use to make up? And Asia, this goes for you too.
Yeah. Me personally, I try to be funny. So like if I can find something that I think will make her laugh, I'll send her some videos online and then call her about it right after and try to get us laughing about it.
Okay. Does that work? Majority of the time.
I don't know. I think a forced serious relationship is much harder than laughing a little bit, breaking the ice, and then just being like, all right, I remember why I love her. So I just try to make her laugh, some gifts or something, take her somewhere.
Okay. Asia?
I just call and vent. That's just what it is.
Okay.
FaceTime. Not FaceTime, but we do. Because I confide in him with everything.
Yeah.
So, and with work, it's complicated. I don't call anybody else but him, and I just kind of lay it all right here. So, if it's like days going by, it's always something happening. So he already know. I don't care what we going through.
Yeah.
If I need to vent, this.
That's really when I know she over it.
When
she finally started trusting me to start letting me know everything that happened at work.
That's what I was going to say, especially with you all, because when you walked in, and I mean, you can see, of course, the show is titled Black Love, but you could see the connection that you all have. I've only known you for like half an hour, but I know your spirit, beautiful, strong, and sassy. And I love that. And of course, Michael, we've known each other for a minute or two. And just from your last relationship that you had, I was like, when you were telling me about it, I mean, when you have a friend and they tell you like, oh, okay, but the last one, I was like, okay, I'm really not feeling that. But Asia is a keeper though. And I like that she's strong and she's confident and she's a leader and not a follower. And I love that how she loves your girls, which are here today. Morgan and Maya and Morgan are here. And I just watched the interaction with her with that, which brings me to, how do you feel about being a bonus mom? I mean, even though you're not married, you're still mommy to them, as in the perspective that that's their daddy and you all are dating. So how do you feel about, having them as your bonus additive to your relationship?
They make it easy because they love me to death. And I have 2 children myself, and especially my son. My son is the same age as Morgan. So we have 2 the same age.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. So all of our kids get along well, and they make it so easy. They're always excited to see me, vice versa.
Yeah.
And we have a good time.
Yeah. And that's very important, especially nowadays, because daddies raising the girls, the girls need a female figure, a mentor, someone to comb the hair. I know I've seen you comb the hair.
Yeah.
Very cute.
I do when I can.
Yeah, you do good. You do good. And you've been doing good even without your relationships, in the past. But that female mom figure is very important. So we've been chopping it up right here with Asia and Michael, and we've been talking about some love, honey, and they've been giving me some good stuff. And we're going to come back in a minute, and we're going to talk more about, I got some questions for him. And this show is spontaneous. So of course I have the cue cards, but I haven't really gone off of any of the cue cards. So when we get back, we're going to get more into it. And you're watching Talks with Nita Bee right here on World Tuned Radio. Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this.
World Tuned Radio, where the world tunes in. The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Did you hear what she said? You know what? I heard.
Man.
Oh, no, he didn't.
For real?
Street girl, yes. She was working in the street. And you and everybody else listens. Crazy. Hey, this is Nita Beee. Talks with Nita Beee. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio,
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
I just want to live forever. I just want my shit together. I just want to ride away. I just want to ride away. I just want to...
Instincts going low, looking bad like a bat with an eye patch. All black through the woods with a backpack and a lit match. Spark one time, get the whole city looking like a dark shade of orange when I burn it down. What it is, what it do, hope. And everybody looking at me while I got them all in my sights. Picking them off, taking them out, looking like daylight in the night. And I'm killing so many that they really wanna get involved. And everybody falling from the elevator, now I'm Bray Rice in this. It's like I'm rice and take a bite, it's nice. And I have a nice time with it. By the time that it finds the way to the right side of him, not even a Heimlich can save him. A selective finger to you imbeciles. Tell me what's been getting into you, envy will kill you. She said I'm a gentleman, I've been a lot of women set up on my ottoman. I don't give a damn like an auto with no time to kill. I've been feeling like the opposite of work, it's a work. And I've never been a purpose thing to me. I just do what I love and it works for me. So I'm freaking every check and put the money in the push. I'm ready to be gunning to the finish and the getting of it. But everybody know I'm working in the sea. I do it differently. So only time will give me everything that I deserve. My end.
Did you hear what she said? You know what? I heard.
Man.
Oh, no, he didn't.
For real?
Street girl, yes. She was working in the street. And you and everybody else listens. Crazy. Hey, this is Nita Beee. Talks with Nita Beee. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio,
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Hi, and welcome back to Talks with Nita Beee. And today I have in the studio with me my beautiful, awesome guests, Miss Asia and Mr. Michael. And we're talking about love, y'all, because love is in the air. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and it's official. Today is Black Love Day, for those of you who don't know. And it's a national day that is recognized for Black love, which is a beautiful thing. So we talked about some stories. We talked about traditional weddings. We talked about how Michael feels about that, if his mind has changed from the last time he was on with me. And then also, too, we talked about how beautiful and strong Asia is and how she's a leader and just really good for Michael all around. So we're going to continue with our talking. So I want to know, Asia, what is a quality that you bring to the relationship that you think is like a good, strong quality?
I am the softer side to him because he is like all the time. And I'm like, babe, relax. Like,
Yeah.
But he doesn't like me to use the word relax. But, I'm like the even.
Yeah. You even everything out.
Yeah, even everything out for him.
Yeah.
Because he's just going. I'm the reminder to take a break.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Buy yourself something because, like I said, he takes care of everybody, but he never takes care of himself.
That's how we always do. We always do. And that's a good thing to have somebody to reiterate to you how important it is that, hey, you're important and you matter. And, and that's love too. So, Michael, what is your strongest quality that you bring to the relationship to Asia?
I think vision, like I'm kind of a dreamer. I think I can do anything. And so,
wait a minute, what is your sign again?
I'm a Cancer, but I'm like right on the cusp of Leo.
Okay. Mixed. Okay.
Yeah. But no, I feel like I can do anything. And so she's really creative, and, we're always talking about how to monetize her ideas, how to get ideas going. So, I think that's something good for me. And then, I like to think I'm kind of a traditional man. So just masculine quality, make sure you take the trash out. And,
which is very rare these days.
And I take a lot of pride in taking care of my family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So, of course, the next question, we were talking about it, I think a month and a half ago, we were talking about it and I had told you that I wanted to ask this. How do you keep the momentum in the relationship other than sex? So, yes, we know that sex is good and it helps to connect and bond, but how do you maintain the relationship? How do you all stay interested with one another?
For me, I just really believe in putting the energy into having experiences together. I don't care how much you get along with somebody. If you're sitting on the couch together every day doing nothing, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to, hey, do you remember the time?
Yeah.
There's nothing. So I like making memories.
Yeah.
And so, I'll put in that little work and set something up for us to do, or even like taking us to the salon, we'll go get our manicures and pedicures together, or
massages,
little shopping, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I believe in finding things to do. Like that's really the root of it all.
And speaking of which, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and I wanted to ask you about your plans because I heard a little bit about it. Share with everybody what you're gonna be doing for Love Day tomorrow.
Well, I'll share what I've
What you
already
got
told
planned?
her. Yeah.
Oh, is it a secret?
No, I have some elements of it that she still don't know.
Okay.
But no, like I said, we spent a lot of time on the couch, quarantine.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get us out of our normal elements.
Yeah.
So I rented us a very large house up in the Hollywood Hills, and I flew. I'm flying in a chef who actually I'm picking up after we get done here.
I got my bags packed already. I'll watch the kids. Oh my gosh, it's so romantic.
Yeah, so we got our chef coming in tonight at 6:30, and we got some gifts for us, and we wanted to make it something that we could share with other Black couples.
The fireplace.
This is a very
fireplace,
beautiful place.
Oh my
fireplace
gosh.
for sure. Hot tubs, the whole nine. And,
oh my gosh, so romantic.
Well, we have two of her friends, couples that are coming as well. And so we got like a surf and turf type thing on the menu.
Okay. And just good times, cheering with the champagne and just relaxing and unwinding. And let me ask you about that. So you mentioned about couples and the security with the other couples. Do you all mingle with other couples? Because it's unfortunate sometimes when you have your friends, it's like your friend, I don't know about you, Asia, but I've always believed that I don't tell my good girlfriends like everything about my man, because it's like, it seems like it's like, dang, well, okay, you talking to him and he do all this. Let me see, if I can get a little of that,
We're not sharing none of that.
So I know that's right.
No. But I mean, like, with him, you see it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to say anything.
Right.
You see it. And how he treats me and how he presents himself.
Yeah.
So.
But do you feel comfortable with your girlfriends around? I mean, I know we're doing the COVID thing now, the quarantining and whatnot. And we talked about trust, and it's not that if Michael was going to do something, but like say like the girlfriend would be like, oh, well, dang, he doing all this for Asia. Let me, try to get on me where I fit in, and it's some females like that. And I'm not saying your friends, friends of Asia. I'm not saying you're like that. Disclaimer right now. I'm not saying you're like that, but I'm just saying that, some of these females out here are scandalous.
I don't worry about that because my friends are either in relationships or in business. Like, they're not focused on what I'm doing over here. You know what I'm saying? And as far as going deep about what's going on over here, like I don't have to show. I don't have to say anything. If you see
and
it.
you don't share with your girlfriends like every little thing because
no.
Women. I mean, I know you want to. I mean, I just feel personally to myself that I don't share everything that I'm doing with the partner because it's just I don't know. But anyway, that was an off cue question.
But let me say this.
Yeah.
We're in COVID, so we haven't had much interactions with other couples. Like tomorrow is gonna be we did family things.
We do stuff with her mom and dad.
Like we do couples nights. We've had like birthday parties and stuff like that where my cousins have their boyfriends or whatever. But outside of that, tomorrow will be the first time he's actually meeting two of my friends.
Oh,
and
wow.
their spouses.
Wow.
So,
Now, your parents, how do they feel about Michael?
They love him.
Yeah.
They
and
love
dad,
him.
how does he, because every
He's
dad
crazy.
is like, now look, son, this is my baby girl, kind of thing. So how does your dad feel about?
My dad likes Mike. He really likes him, and I'll let you finish telling him the dynamic between you guys. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What's the dynamic?
He's funny. Like, he shoot his jabs and I shoot mine.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of from the beginning, we just had a nice, playful kind of relationship.
Yeah. They be jabbing though.
Yeah. He never takes it too deep. I think he can just tell from, how I treat her and maybe what she says about me that I'm serious about it. So he never grilled me or did the whole, well, what are your intentions for my daughter? Like he never did that. We
as if somebody really gonna tell it anyway, like hey.
Exactly. I'm gonna still ask my daughter's boyfriends though. So whether he
with
tell
the
me
shotgun,
or not,
I could see
you already know.
like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So it's only been 7 months since you all have encountered this beautiful Black love. And this is like really real because I'm sitting here and I'm feeling like the real connection between them. A lot of people I've met, a lot of couples that think that relationships are perfect. They're not perfect. And I know that you all don't have a perfect relationship. What are some of the things that get on your nerve, Asia?
Oh man.
About Michael.
Let me think. Which
be
one?
kind, be soft.
His bullhead. He's a know-it-all. He know everything. And I'm like, listen, you don't know everything. That's number one. Number two is his irritation when it comes to food.
Yeah.
I like what I like.
Yeah.
Just because you don't have a he'll eat whatever.
I swear you all, I haven't even used the cue card. And they have like, okay.
Yeah, like
the food that you like.
For me, I'm kind of picky, I will admit that. And like he'll say, babe, what do you want to eat? And I'm like, what do you feel like? And I want his suggestions too, but he'll just put it all in my lap because he'll eat whatever.
Yeah.
But he gets irritated. He just gets irritated when it comes to food.
I used to get irritated. I just leave her with it now. Like if we're gonna order some food, I'll give her my phone. Let her swipe the Uber Eats app, and she can do it all.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So, Michael, just remember those beautiful plans that y'all have for this evening.
And tread lightly with this answer.
Girl, you already. She in my head.
First of all, I ain't scared of y'all. Right?
Whatever.
So,
but no.
The question pertains to you as well. What is something that irritates you about Asia?
How long it takes to make up?
Oh yeah.
Like I said, like you were saying before, it's just a fight. It was just a disagreement.
Yeah,
it's not that serious.
Yeah.
That's how I really feel about it. Like, but you can't say those words. It was just a disagreement and be mad for 4 days, right? So
she needed some time.
Look, for me, no disagreement we have means it's the end, or I'm contemplating leaving, or anything like that. And I never want to give her the impression that me being upset for a second means I'm thinking about leaving.
Yeah.
And
I think she knows that.
But the best way to show that, I can't assume she knows that. I have to show that by showing I want to make up.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. And the other thing is actually the opposite of what she says about me, like with the bullheadedness, right?
Yeah.
I make it a point to not speak on things that I don't know about.
Really know
what I'm saying? And I'm not in the competition to be right either.
Yeah.
Like if I say it,
Asia's
it's because I already know.
Okay,
yeah,
Asia,
it's because I know. Like,
see, he already used it.
No, but look,
she just
already
said,
know
Michael, that
But we could put it to the test though. Like even just yesterday, we were talking about the crystals and how you feel your energy is doing good and all of that stuff. And what did I say when you told me that?
I don't remember.
Beautiful crystal. She has a beautiful crystal necklace on, by the way. I love that.
Carla.
I love it.
Check out Clearly Carla.
Clearly Carla, shout out.
I told her that I don't know enough about crystals or how they work to say whether they're working or not. So if it's helping you feel motivated, I support it.
Oh,
I said I support it.
Oh,
if I don't know about it, I don't know.
Michael,
about it.
the crystals work. She say she got you.
Yeah.
They work.
Manifestation is real.
Yeah. So oh God, let me rewind back because you all oh yeah. So because it was in my cards. What is a favorite meal that you like to cook for him? Something that you like to prepare for him? What's one of your favorites that you like to fix for him?
That Alfredo was fire.
I was about to say that Alfredo and the bruschetta. You love the bruschetta.
The bruschetta was good too.
And why do you like to fix that for him? Like,
because I make it from scratch, and it's like I'm putting all of it,
all your love,
all
and
of my love into it.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Same question applies for you. What do you like to cook for Miss Asia?
It's breakfast sandwiches.
The breakfast sandwiches. I'll do like a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. You know, I'm from New York, so yeah, that bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. She like that.
Yeah.
And I don't eat scrambled eggs.
Oh,
but
okay.
I eat his scrambled eggs.
Oh, really?
Like,
and why so? Why?
You know what? Ever since I was a kid, I couldn't stomach them.
Yeah.
But the way he does whatever he does, amazing.
Girl, you ain't going nowhere. He don't put something up in it.
I dip my toe in it.
Yeah, he's put his foot in it. He did.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, moving forward, you all are 7 months. I was gonna say 7 years.
It feel like that.
Yeah, at 7 months. What are your future goals with one another? So what do you have planned as far as like, are you going to move together? How do you feel about, and the reason that I ask this is because some couples feel like living together is a good thing. And then some couples feel like living together is not so good. Like you're too close all the time and you're just right up under one another. So what are your future goals in the relationship as far as moving in together? Are you going to come down this way, Asia? So, me and you can go have coffee and stuff,
we
girl.
Can do that anyway. I'll come down here for some coffee.
No, it'll give me a chance to go to Long Beach. Come, yeah.
Come on, we open.
She like, come on, girl. Yeah. So what's your plans for the future?
Are you gonna put that on me? Because we are battling this topic right now. Of course he's gonna put it on me.
I figure.
But I'm gonna send it back.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it back.
Okay,
go
do
ahead.
your part and go on and send it back.
I'm turning 38 this year, and I'm
still a baby.
I'm pretty
still
sure
young.
about what I want and where I think my career is going. I have a lot of things kind of already set. I have a couple of businesses, and I don't have any problems moving in with her and making things happen. Like,
so you're willing to go to Long Beach?
No, I cannot. But look, you already know about me. I'm involved politically down here. My business partners
both of y'all,
are down
I'm still
here.
on no.
All of my clients are down here.
Okay,
so like, I don't know. Like I feel like if anybody should have to move, it would be the one that is easier to uproot.
Oh.
And it's harder for me to uproot my businesses,
And so you think it would be easier for Asia to come down this way? Okay.
But neither one of us want to come to Oceanside though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm
kind of meet in the middle, like Irvine.
Something like it.
Well,
no, I'm looking in like the Marietta, Temecula area. You get a lot of house for your money.
That's where
out
he
there.
want to live.
Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Look,
I'm not. I know I'm
look,
not.
People who look at my life now.
Asia, I'm feeling you on. I'm like,
look, people who look at my life now and they'll say, "Man, you live right next to the beach and all of this stuff." I'm never at the beach.
Yeah.
I'm
not either.
I never go down there. I never, like, every once in a while we've walked down there one time since we've been dating.
Yeah.
I've taken my kids down there maybe 3 or 4 times. I'm never at the beach.
I think because it's just there, you're so used to it. But then if you move somewhere else, you're like, the beach, But back to Marietta and Temecula, because that's sort of like dry.
No, let me tell you something. I work in real estate. And
but you have to take in consideration of her field too.
Thank you. He works from the house.
Yeah.
I work in the field.
She got hands on.
Yes, I work in the field.
Yeah.
She
My
also
family
wants to
is
switch her
over here.
field.
Yeah.
She also wants to switch her field. And I
Okay.
have consideration for that. She works for the county, which means
Yeah.
she can go to any county and do what she does if she
Mm,
applied. So again, it's something that's up in the air. We're
mhm,
discussing it.
mhm, mhm,
But Temecula and Marietta both in the last 15 years, house
mhm,
values increased 40%.
mhm, mhm,
There's a lot of opportunity to make money there.
mhm,
And
mhm, mhm.
where we move together the first, like, wherever we move together at first is not going to be our forever place.
Yeah.
But I think that could be a good first landing
Uh-huh.
spot for us while we're looking for the place where
Mhm.
we're going to purchase together.
So you're joining together as a couple and you're thinking about moving into the same household together. So does this mean marriage is coming? Like, I mean, I know not like
better be coming.
rushing.
It better be coming.
Because she said, I'm not doing all this. I'm not uprooting just
Mhm.
to, go. But so you feel confident that this is where, you don't feel that you have to date for a long, long time just before you get married.
If she wasn't wife material, I wouldn't be
And you
bringing her
feel
here.
confident with Asia
I do.
and comfortable and trusting to
Mhm.
know that if you all got into a disagreement in the future, whatnot, and she left to go to her girlfriend's house, to kind of think it over, you're not thinking that she's gonna just uproot and leave
No,
the relationship.
I don't think that about her at all.
Okay.
Like I don't date idly. I told you that before.
Yeah.
The minute I feel like, "Oh, I can never marry this person, I
Yeah.
break up. And my
Yeah.
reputation is breaking up with people. So I don't have no problem with that. She's showing herself to be wife material.
I
She treats
love
my kids
Asia.
good.
Oh my
She
God, I
Oh,
love
thank
comes. She
Asia.
like there was one day like when I first started really seeing it. She came to my house,
Hmm.
and I had to leave for some meetings and get some stuff done.
Hmm.
And when I came back to my house, my whole place was cleaned like top to bottom, right? And it's not
And
like
you
I'm
from
looking for a
California?
maid.
yeah.
You sound like you from
I
Texas.
say that all the
Everybody
time.
says that.
She sound
And
like, because I'm from Texas, so I'm
yeah,
from
she sounds
Texas.
southern, but
well,
she's
my
a giver.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm from Texas, and I say that because that's what the Texas women do. Not that California women don't do that, but I'm just
Right.
saying
Well, let me just say
this my girl right here. We connecting on some
I
things,
spent a lot of time with my grandparents.
Oh,
So
okay.
my grandmother,
Are
she's
they?
from Louisiana, Shreveport, and my
I knew it.
grandfather is
I knew it.
Montgomery, Alabama. So that's
Okay.
probably what you
South
hear.
Southern.
And she
Mm.
keep a clean house.
Yes,
So
yes,
we
you
not,
got to, you got to, you
yeah,
got to,
we're
you
not
got
doing
to.
that.
So yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to ask you was the five love languages, which
Mhm.
I want to make sure I got them. So gifts, quality time, physical touch, and words of affirmation and acts of service. Michael, which ones are you? Which ones
The
are
ones
you?
do I receive best, or
Which
the ones
ones
I
do you like
give?
to do the most?
Gifts.
I'm all five.
I would say all of the above,
Yeah,
honestly. Like
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not one of those guys that's like, yo, give me my space, son. Like I like
Right.
being with her. I like we'll sit on the couch and
yeah,
be working together and watching TV,
yeah,
eating.
Yeah.
yeah.
So the physical touch, the gifts, words
Mhm,
of affirmation. I like
mhm,
to hear
mhm.
that she is happy with what I'm doing. And definitely gifts.
Mhm.
I'll get her whatever she
Yeah, you
want.
love you love giving them gifts. You love
He
giving
Yeah,
do
them
I'll
that.
get her
gifts. It's
whatever
some
she
good
want,
gifts
man.
too, girl.
Yes, he does.
20-ounce
Mhm.
steaks. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Asia, for you, the same question.
I would say all five.
Gifts, quality time, physical touch,
I would say all
words of
five.
affirmation.
I
Yeah.
need it all, and I
Yeah.
like to give it all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're
Mhm.
equal on that one.
Yeah. And what makes your relationship strong? What do you think makes it just like no matter what, we in here for the long haul? What do you think makes it strong?
I would say our determination.
Yes.
Like we are always determined
Yes.
to be okay.
Yes.
So he'll
Yeah.
go to the length to make sure
Yeah.
it's not gonna go past 4 days.
Yeah.
Even though I'm still on day 5. But
I love
yeah.
it. I
And
love
I'm
it.
never going anywhere.
Yeah.
I just need space. Like I love him to death. I'm never gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it's like, dude, okay, you were wrong.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like he
Yeah.
wants to just make up, but you didn't admit that you were wrong.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you want me to just get over it?
Yeah.
No, I have to get over the fact that you never admitted that
Mhm,
you were wrong
mhm,
to
mhm.
move forward.
Mhm.
And
But
then,
I'm always right.
see?
No, just joking.
No, no, no.
This is
No.
go on
I'm
and on. We're
joking.
gonna have to
I'm
do
joking.
a
babe,
part
no.
2 to this.
No.
And oh my gosh, I really loved. We're wrapping this segment up, but I really loved the fact that I was able to find a awesome couple to come on. I think that I had asked you like months and months before time, and I just want to say Thank you all so very much. Yes, love is definitely in the air with Mike and Asia. Thank you so much for coming on Talks with Nita Beee. You came all the way from Long Beach to be here to talk about your love. And I'm feeling this energy with her, and she's really a good woman. She's a good woman. Michael, if you mess this up, you messed this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're not going to mess it up. You're not going to mess it up because you know the value of it.
That's right.
So you've been watching Talks with Nita Beee right here on World Tuned Radio. Before we exit out, Asia and Michael, are there any shout outs that you want to give to anybody? Say bye, hi to anybody.
Check out At the Hood Healer.
That's her girl.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Chris and Sarah. They like my relationship counsel.
Okay.
My best friends. So,
Okay.
Family, friends.
Yeah, family, friends, my kids. And if you got a beard and you're trying to get that thing shining, go to blackdiamondbeards.com or you can go to King Mike Diamond. I always have promotions and stuff up.
Okay, I was gonna say because y'all said y'all need to be getting paid. Don't be promoting other people's stuff.
No, that's
they
mine.
ain't paying you.
Yeah, Black Diamond Beard Care is mine. We use 100% all natural ingredients, nothing synthetic.
Awesome.
And I have a body butter that's coming out. I'm gonna launch. I brought you some.
Thank you. And on that note, we are ending. I just want to say happy Love Day to all of you all. The 13th and the 14th are gonna pass, but still continue to distribute your love wherever you can, because this is what we're really needing right now. COVID is sitting in, and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. Show your love, display, give what you can. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. I will see you next time right here on Talks with Nita Beee. Take care and have a wonderful weekend, y'all. Bye. Mwah.
World Tuned Radio, where the world tunes in. The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Did you hear what she said? Did you know what? Well, I heard. Man. Oh, no, he didn't. Where on the street, girl? Yes, she was working in the street. And you and everybody else listens. Crazy.
Hey, this is Nita Beee. Talks with Nita Beee. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.